Hello everyone, I just wanted to give you a reminder that we have Scorching Days coming up here on Hero Wars Web. It's going to kick in immediately after the end of the Autumn Fest, which is Friday, October 1st at 2 a.m. UTC, or Thursday evening here in the Western Hemisphere. So first off, Scorching Days, is this a good event? Well, we can judge that by the rewards that come out of it, and that's going to be the Titan Soul Stones, Titan Potions, Skin Stones for Titans, and Gold. So, is that good? That's going to vary depending on how far along you are in the game. If you're new, then you're probably going to be really excited to see those Titan Soul Stones to level up the evolution of your Titans, as well as the Titan Potions and the Gold. But once you've gotten a little bit deeper into the game, Gold is probably dropping off a little bit for you in value. You're maxing out some of the evolution of your Titans, but those Titan Soul Stones are still going to be good to trade in for Titan Potions at the Merchant, at the guild screen. And the Titan Skin Stones are going to start to be of interest to you as one of the longest running ways to continue to promote the strength of your Titans. Some of you are probably reaching or have already reached a stage where you've gotten your Titans as far as you need to on evolution and level, but these Titan Skin Stones should be one of the longest running needs at that end of the game. So what do we need to do to cash out the max rewards for Scorching Days? First, you need to simply log in 3 times, once each day. Get VIP 5, 50,000 emeralds, a good chunk there. 65 outland chests, which is a lot per day. If you're getting 4 days out of this, then you need to do over 15 a day. So that is going to be opening up that 200 emerald tier each day, or maybe just the 90s on each day, and going a little bit deeper into the opening 10 or 15 for 4,500 emeralds to clear that one out if you want to hit the max levels. If you don't get that 4th day, it's going to be even harder to do in just 3. Hero Soul Stones, again at 500, that's one of the hardest as well, particularly when you consider that we've got an event running right now that also asks for 500, and bigger events coming not too far off from now that are going to want 1,000. So those 500, unless you're just sitting on a massive stockpile, you may not want to spend all of your soul stones there. And then 8,000 energy, again, not as bad as what we're seeing right now in the Autumn Fest, which asked for 15,000. And finally, Titan Summoning Spheres at 10 per day. That one shouldn't be too bad as long as you're clearing out most of the reward tiers in your guild. Alright, so we know what the rewards are, and we know what we need to do to get them. So now how do we decide what to put into this event? And I've lined up Scorching Days here in the middle between the current event, Autumn Fest, as well as the upcoming Spooky Fest at the end of October. And really the way I look at this is you don't want to do anything in Scorching Days that's going to cost your ability to complete Spooky Fest, and you don't want to do anything in Autumn Fest that's going to damage your abilities to complete Scorching Days. And that might vary depending on what your priorities are, but these Autumn Fest rewards have been a little underwhelming in my opinion. They're typically coming in at maybe 50 or 100 emeralds of value per mug, and it's just not a lot for how many emeralds and how much energy you need to put in to max these things out. So unless you're someone with enough resources on hand that you think you're going to complete all 3 of these events, as well as whatever comes in between Scorching Days and Spooky Fest, then I'd think about making sure that you can get those 1,000 hero stones that are highlighted in yellow on Spooky Fest before you consider spending all of them to get rewards out of Scorching Days. And so those overlapping tasks that are really going to be somewhat challenging to max out, I've highlighted in the same color here so you can see what you might want to save up for each event. Alright, then let's wrap up with some conclusions. If you're in the Western Hemisphere, then Thursday is going to be a day of overlap where we have Autumn Fest wrapping up in the early part of the day, and then in the evening around 9 o'clock, the new Scorching Days event is going to kick in. So if you, like me, are deciding that Scorching Days is the better event for you, then on Thursday morning you're going to want to hold off on some of your dailies, and even before then you can save some of your resources right now. Specifically the Titan summoning spheres. If you have any trouble gathering those, make sure you have 40 on hand going into Thursday. Don't run Outland, definitely. Even if Scorching Days is not the more important event for you, there's just no reason not to get the 4th day out of that one, since Outland chests are not part of the Autumn Fest event. But then if Scorching Days is more important for you, then I'd say don't run any of the heroic missions either. You can get the souls in the Autumn Fest, in the Scorching Days. Hold off on any of your energy purchases for emeralds so that you can, again, get those done in Scorching Days, and don't open the heroic chest. And then regardless of how you prioritize Scorching Days and Autumn Fest, I think you might want to keep an eye on all of the Autumn Fest tasks, and if you're not going to hit that next reward tier, then I'd say stop doing any activity that's within each category. So for example, some of the top payouts on energy usage are 12,000 and 15,000 in Autumn Fest, so you want to keep your eye on that, and if you hit 12,000 but you're not going to spend enough to get up to 15, then don't buy any more energy at all until Scorching Days kicks in. And then finally, in the evening, make sure you actually get in and run those tasks. It'd be kind of a bummer to not buy any energy or run your missions and then forget to log in and get it done. All right, thanks everyone. If you want to make sure you get these alerts before you do your dailies on event day, then go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Talk to you soon.